But wait, it gets worse.
Okay. Let's go!
I'm up here.
Everybody sit down.
Greetings, Colonel.
I said sit down! Now, you know how I don't like to use the sit-down gun, but this morning we just don't have time for mucking about. Major Allied cities have come under attack.
Nazis?
Close your mouth.
Women.
All right, let's get straight to the biscuits. At 0800 hours this morning, an American soldier was eaten by a Nazi dinosaur.
That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, Claire, that's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Try thinking first before you open your mouth.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are re-arted and reviewing Youngblood, issue 1 and 2. That's right, I am suffering so you don't have to. God damn, those books are bad. Anyway, this stream is for entertainment purposes only. If for some strange reason you learn something here or benefit from it in any way, that's great. Thumbs up. Let's jump into it. I'm gonna see who's all here in the chat. See what's up in the chativerse. Excellent. Okay. Hey, what's going on, K-pop? All right, so we're in here. We're ready to roll. If Buzz misses this, what can I do? There's nothing I can do about it, but we're going to jump into it. Now, I'm going to share my screen, right? And this is what happens when you share your screen. You share the screen that you mean to share, right? And that's this one. Okay, so we're here. Rob Liefeld, Youngblood. We've got the group shot, Bad Rock in the background. This is a bad cover. Let's just say that right now. This isn't a good cover. It's not a good cover. Let's not pretend it is. Let's not lie to ourselves and say anything about this cover being good, right? We're not going to do it. All right. So, and I've done some prep for this stream. And so, yeah, we're just going to get into it. We're going to go straight for it. And everybody who is going to miss it, well, I guess they're going to miss it. Or they can watch it on the review. All right, so, we've got the, Rob Liefeld story, pencils and inks. Now, I'm going to argue that him doing stories, pencils, and inks might be a bad idea. Might be. And you'll see why. So we got Juan Manuel Rodriguez, color art. Additional inks by Chance Wolf. Why? I don't know. And I fucking hope and pray to God that Chance Wolf isn't involved in any of this. This nonsense right here, holy shit, it's just like whoever told Rob, or whoever Rob got the idea that abs and chests are just like this weird blobby suggestion, it's fucking painful. We got Russ Wooten on lettering and design, Drew Gill, production and design. Okay, so we have this whole opening here, where we're quickly, it's kind of like these panel with the Image logo, and we've got Spawn and Shadowhawk and Ripclaw and Savage Dragon. Jesus, why is that escaping me, right? So we've got that, right? We're alluding to these heroes on this earth, right? These other heroes. And then we're immediately going to cut to none of them. None of them, right? And so now we have this shot, and this here, and this is the first of 3 double page splashes for no reason, right? They introduce the characters, and then I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm gonna this is the stuff that drives me crazy. Hey Corey, what's going on? You're welcome to ARTED. So we're gonna get into this first splash, right? And then I'm gonna bring you over here because I want to give this the best possible light I can, but it's saying a lot, right? That I'm doing it favors by doing some of this stuff, right? So we're gonna come over here to 3. So this, and this, right? So we have this here. That's our first double page spread, right? We're being very generous here. We're showing off everything in the best light I can possibly show it off in, right? So we've got our team introduction, and the dialogue in this book from top to bottom is terrible. Terrible. Bad Rock just sitting in the back. These guys are talking about Suprema and the combat and Starguard and all this stuff, and they're talking about nonsense. There's so much word salad in here that means nothing. It's frustrating to read. It's just garbage. And then we have Badrock back here saying, I want to bring the boom. That's what I do. I'll bring the boom to you. Like, and these guys are talking about serious, like, mission stuff. They're like, oh, this is what's happening in the mission. We're going in. Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you know what I do? I bring the boom. Huh? You guys see that? You see what I do here? And it's fucking stupid. Like, it's just hilariously dumb. So, you know, and then we get to our second double page spread, which, because of the way they do this stuff, see, like, the way it is on the site, it is what it is, right? So I'm going to bring it up just so I can show it to you cleanly, right? Like, I think it's important to show the aspects that are somewhat interesting, somewhat neat, and at least give it that, right? And so here we have the next one, and they're still flying in, like they're flying in across the top here. I'll zoom this in. So they're flying in, like this is them still yakking in the cockpit, right? And this is them flying over top of this ship. And like, I swear he had to get this done in a couple days, because this is the second splash page, which all of these could have happened in a page or two, right? Like the first, like this first splash right here, this didn't need to be a double page spread. It's crazy. Like, why would you do that? And then to immediately jump to another double page spread. And it's just like, and they keep talking about like getting going and the government. And then there's this cruise ship called the Megalodon. Like, it doesn't even look cool, right? Like, if you're going to design some ship that's called the Megalodon, that some like badass called Xerxes is running, it shouldn't look like a generic ass cruise ship, right? Like, it shouldn't look like I'm going on a holiday cruise, right? Like, it should look cool. It should be something menacing on the water. And then these boats that are like all you know, destroyed on the side, and like, you know, those would actually mean something, right? Like that this cool warship took out these things, not this weird like holiday cruise liner. Like, it's ridiculous, right? And so then, you know, we're gonna go back over here, you know, because I'm trying to keep it civil. You know, so we're on our thing, and then we get the third splash page, right? That's this double page spread for no fucking reason, right? And so we'll pull up the third one, because the way it's displayed here, it's going to be just easier for me to show it off, you know. And let's do that. Let's grab this. And so then our third splash, right? Like this is it. This is the third splash. Right? So far all these splash pages have been pointless and have done nothing but show group shots. Right? Like, we have another group shot. Why? I have no idea. Like, it was just like, I'm just gonna draw. And okay, and here's the other thing, bruh. This one first fit screen. This isn't how fucking abs work. Like, none of this here is how abs work, especially on a woman. This isn't how any of this works, right? And these hips, see, like, there's a hip bone here, Rob, and then like they come out like this. The hip, like, see, there's an indent here, bruh, and then the hip comes out like this. This isn't how hips work, right? Like, it's crazy to me that, like, after all this time, this dude, and look at the jaw on this girl. What, like, it's literally, it's so painful. Like, literally all his, like, heads, and it's fucking garbage. Like, and also like this isn't where your elbow is, like, right? Like all this anatomy is fucking jank. Like it's the jankiest shit ever. Like it's so weird. And like here's the other thing too. Look at these hips. Where, like, if this, you know, like your hip bone would have to be up here for this to be where your fucking hips are. Like it's fucking terrible. Right? Like that's not how anatomy works. Right? Like, and it's hot fucking garbage. But so anyway, we've got another splash page. This is the third double page splash thing in a row, right? And this is a 22-page book. This isn't like 48 pages where everything's cinematic, where everything's going, and still nothing's really been said, right? Like, we got Badrock back here, and he's almost silhouetted behind them, right? Like, this is supposed to be like his shoulder pads here, right? Like, he's silhouetted behind him. His legs are back here somewhere. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and his size consistently changes throughout the book. The consistency and or lack thereof of these characters and their proportions, and sometimes even the guns they are holding, is so random and fleeting that, like, the concept of place, continuity, and like consistency are thrown out the window literally on every other page, right? And like I put the splashes together just to give you that, like, ability to see them, right? Instead of, like, you know, being here and just pulling these down, right? And so it's just wild. It's just wild. And, you know, I shake my head at it. What's going on? Yeah, the midsections are all screwed up. Hey, Noah, what's going on? I've already said hello to Corey. You know, how you doing? Yeah, like, it's not outfit crinkles. Listen, ho 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 ho. As we get through this, Corey, my young friend, I wish they were outfit crinkles. And here's the thing, and if they were outfit crinkles, they're too dark, there are too many of them, and they don't match any of the lighting consistently throughout the book. That's, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's baffling, right? So, you know, we get and you're going to see this too. There are so many gritted teeth headshots for no reason. There's literally just, here's Badrock, you know, just like the top of his head. Then whatever this guy's name is, it's Shaft or whatever it is. You know, and so we get a ton of this shot over and over and over again. And then we have Chapel here. And, like, also these stupid, like, headset helmet things. Notice how he has two, one on each side here. That's going to change all over the place, right? Like 100 times. Hey, Scamps, what's going on? Right? So that stuff's barely even consistent. Yeah, once in a while, gritted teeth shots are cool, right? Once in a while, right? When they mean something, when something's actually happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, hello, Rumbleroo Comics. How you doing? Yeah, Youngblood elbow. Listen, I got Youngblood elbow. And then so we get all these, like, super close-up headshots. And then these guys jump out of the plane. And here's some of my favorite shit in the world. Okay. Born of science, forged from courage, Youngblood is an elite fighting force like no other. More than the sum total of their weapons, parts, and gears. They carry experience, wisdom. A fraternity of consequence for those who would seek to harm humanity. It's just fucking trash. Like, there's just so much word vomit here. It's ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we got Chapel here. He's got his weird little dumb rabbit helmet on. Happy Easter Chapel, right? So here he is again. Suddenly, he goes from holding the big vacuum gun, right? Like he's here, vacuum gun in hand, you know, ready to vacuum gun. Hey, Dale, what's going on? Okay, so he's vacuum gunning. And then the very next fucking panel that we cut to, and I'm going to pull it up because it's another double page spread, right? So we go to this double pager. You know, because I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair with it all. I'm trying to show it in the best light I can. Okay, so we've got our double pager, and I'll fit it to screen. So now suddenly, right? Like, here, let's grab this. Now suddenly, he has two handguns, which in the panel before, he was jumping out of a plane, right? One gun. So we've already broken visual consistency, right? We've already been like, why does he suddenly have two guns? We never even seen him at any point with two guns, right? Like it's super dumb, right? So now he suddenly has two guns and he's firing away. Blam, blah, 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 blah. And he's shooting blam, blam, blam. And then when this motherfucker lands, like this is what I don't get about Rob as a human on planet Earth. This is what I don't get. This guy, when he lands after shooting him, is holding the rifle. What? Why? Like, what? So now the guy is holding the rifle again. And I'm just like, dude, if he just shot these two dudes right here, if he just blammed, they're jumping on out of the ship that's whipping by, he blams these dudes and then lands with a rifle. What? And then we finally get our shot of good old Xerxes here, right? And so, like, your introduction of the villain is this is the first intro of the big bad here, is a little tiny shot in the bottom right-hand corner, right? And it's like, come on. Like, really? Defend the Megalodon, aka the Carnival cruise ship that this dude is on. Right? And then we get another screaming, I have visual, Xerxes is in plain view! Woo! Like, come on. Just give me a break. And so, you know, they're infiltrating this ship for reasons they don't know yet. Right? So they're coming in, and I'm going to give you the story as little as there is in the first issue, and there isn't even enough in the first issue that would make me want to buy the second issue. And the other thing that's like actually really bad is this is like demonstrably worse than the Bad Blood trade that he did, the Deadpool Bad Blood. It is demonstrably worse storytelling wise, visually, pacing. Like, the art, everything about this is worse than a book he did years ago. Which means he just shit it out. It's incredibly frustrating to see this kind of stuff. Because then you're just essentially bleeding your part. And that's the other thing, too. Bad Rock just disappears. Right? Once we get to this, Chapel is just here. And Bad Rock is gone. He just disappeared from this entire thing. And then now we're cutting to this guy, right? So now we're cutting. Hold on, I'm just closing some of these while I'm getting rid of this. So yes, Die Hard. Now we cut to Die Hard. He jumps in and, you know, Chapel lands/flies over with Chapel, right? But where did Badrock go? When they jumped down, they just showed, right? So you're breaking visual continuity here the entire time, right? And so it's incredibly frustrating to see somebody, and it's not even like it's happening in a city. It's not even like I have to keep pace of whatever. They're landing on a fucking cruise ship. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it's incredibly frustrating to see how scattershot the pacing and the story of this whole thing is, right? And just how little he cares about what's happening. And so we've got Xerxes here, Die Hard, and then we got a few like Snake Eyes clones down the bottom right, trying to, with their vacuum guns, also with they're ready to, you know, Dyson Hoover vac everything. Okay, and then here, good God, fucking. So here, I cannot get over just how, like, if you're gonna do, like, this is essentially a splash page, right? We're here, we're at another splash page, right? And you could argue, well, Jay, it's not a splash page. There's 2 other panels on it. But essentially, you know, blam, 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 these are insets. And these blam, blam, blams, if this was an actual proper comic book page, wouldn't be behind them, right? And then this page, here we go. I'm going to open this. I'm going to close this nonsense, and then I'm going to open this. So this page is baffling to me for a variety of reasons. Okay, I'm gonna switch over here because I gotta keep switching from one thing to another to show you visually what I'm doing. Okay, so when Rob draws a body for some strange reason, he likes to, I'm going to put a layer here so I can, before, after it. He likes to, like, just even the angle of this, he likes to stuff the extremities between the joints like they were encased in sausage, right? So not only does, like, this knee, it should more gently and generously come about, right? Like, we shouldn't be getting in here like this. And same with these. Pop them out some. Get in here, right? Like, this is how a human fucking knee works, right? And so it's never going to be like encased in a sausage. And then, you know, here's this guy's chest, right? And then pull this in, like, if you're gonna, and see, like, we continually, I'm gonna make this red, right? Here's what I was talking about, Corey. What is this garbage? What is this? This isn't, like, nobody's abs look like this, like all this nonsense. It's fucking garbage, right? And so we're gonna cut this. Right? And so just give your characters just this tiny, like, and you're, you know, all these dudes, they have hips. They have hips, Rob. They fucking have hips. So give them fucking hips. And this whole mess in here, this entire weird nonsense fucking garbled mess, right? Like, this isn't folds in the clothing, Corey. Like, I love you, but this isn't folds in the clothing, right? Like the anatomy, the shape of the body, the whole thing. Like, this isn't like, and it's brightly lit, right? Like, this looks like it's like the golden hour. Everything's shiny, everything's like that. And here's the other thing. Is he supposed to be holding things? Because, like, it looks like he should be, like, holding things. Like, see the way his hands are? But he doesn't have anything in his hands. Right? And then this arm, like, these two stupid tubes that he has around make his limbs look, like, oddly small. Right? So if you're going to go for this money shot with Die Hard, right? Like, if you're going to go all in, I'm going to copy pasta this arm. And this is the kind of shit that drives me crazy, all right? So you could fix this stuff in like 2 seconds, right? Like, you can give him a better perspective arm. You can immediately just change it. Yes, apply this. Like, in 2 seconds, right? Boom, boom. And then his other arm, this is the travesty of all this whole thing, right? Like, this whole thing, he's got this white outline here, so I'm just going to hit it and give him, right? Like, so here's the, like, you know what I mean? Like, within seconds, his anatomy looks more striking, looks more powerful. And then, what the fuck? This hand position, this pose is terrible. Like, if you're going to do a money shot, it should be, like, you know, you should be like, holy fuck. And he looks like he's trying to drop a deuce. Like, he's like, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is happening? What is happening with this hand? Like, it's baffling. It's baffling to me that, like, it looks like it should be holding something, or like a shield or something. And then if this had a sword, if he had a sword in this fucking thing, and it would be cool. But instead, it's like this really weak rando pose. It's like, this is a 30-some year professional, or however fucking long Rob has been doing this, right? And so, what? Throwaway? You know? And so, anyway, man or machine, blah, blah, blah. So then we get him diving straight down, right? Like, his motion of the ocean is straight fucking down on this page, right? Like, we're not even going. Like, the page isn't taking me this way. The page is taking me down, right? Fine. Let's go down. But do you know what fucking happens in the very next fucking panel? The very next panel, he's going sideways, and he whomps into these guys. What? There's not even, like, and here's the thing, you don't even see, there's not even an establishing shot to show you where these guys are shooting from. Is it these guys? Are these guys shooting at him? Because they're just fucking rando there. Chapel's walking away. He doesn't even have his little headset gear on. Assuming that's Chapel. Right? And so now we're here. He whomps these guys, and then there are just 2 other guys standing here. Like, there's no sense of place. There's no establishing shot for Die Hard to be getting shot at from these guys, to know even where he's going on the ship. Like, right now, I only somehow know they're on a ship vaguely. Like, right? Like, here I can intuit that they're jumping on a ship or a bunch of teacups, right? They're jumping on a bunch of plates stacked in the cupboard somewhere. They've all been shrunk down miniature size, right? That, you know what I'm saying? And so now, right? We're running here. That's all I'm saying. Listen, and so we're getting back to it. So he dives through all these guys. Then, for whatever reason, the 3 guys he dived through are completely different than these 2 guys. And then we get this giant headshot again. Right? Like, most of this book could have been compacted down to be more readable. Right? Like, the whole thing is so, like, abstractly loose and doesn't feel like it's taking place anywhere, really, right? Like, Like you're mentally doing a lot of heavy lifting to be in point of place to know where they are, right? And then out of nowhere, and here's the funny thing. This here, where he pulls out the sword and shield, looks like where he should have probably had the sword and shield here, right? Like this looks like he would have had a sword and shield. It looks like that he had, when you have your arm with holding the shield and you'd bring it up, right? And so we go back to this, where he's got the sword and shield, and then it's like but it's still like all these shots are like, the pacing is so weird in this book, right? So we get this giant shot of his weird dumb sausage leg, and then these hands. These hands aren't terrible, and then the sword is of energy except for the handle, right? So where does it come from? How does the shield stay on his arm? And we still have, like, he's got a glowing sword and shield, but his abs are a fucking abyss of darkness, right? Like you know what I mean? Like he's getting cast light all over him, except for the fucking dark fucking void that is his abdominal area, right? Because no light can penetrate fucking Liefeld's fucking abs, right? No. So then we get this other random and we're still not having, like, is this happening on the poop deck? Is the poop deck being swabbed? Because nobody fucking knows where this random thing is. Like, it's not even like this, like, for him to be even shot like this, he's not even in the right perspective angle for these guys to be. Are they shooting down at him? Are they on the wall? Because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And then, okay, so he throws, you know what I mean? Like, he could be way further back and shown throwing his shield. But we're not getting a throw motion. We're getting what looks like a punch to another punch motion, right? Like, I would expect the arm to be off here socking somebody who's getting their head knocked back here. But that's not what we got there. We got a weird shield toss. And then, here's the thing. I don't hate this part where he throws the thing. His onboard computer determines the most effective means to accomplish the goal. And executes. And then he cuts both the guys' heads off. But here's the other thing that bothers me about it. There's 2 heads here, but there's 3 dudes. Right? So the inconsistencies of place, perspective, the 180 rule thrown completely out the door. Right? Like we haven't even had decent establishing shots of where people are on the ship. Right? So they're all jumping in and they're all supposed to be doing their own thing, like going to certain specific points on the ship. And at no point have we established any of that. Right? People are talking like things are happening, but in a comic book where your primary goal is to show, you can do some telling, but you're mostly supposed to be showing. Like, it's fucking driving me nuts. It's so bad. Like, it's infuriating. All right, so then we get Badrock, who apparently, has the worst dialogue on planet Earth. And then because he just disappeared, even though, here's the thing, right? Badrock jumped off with Chapel and just vanished, right? Like, he's been gone for 10 minutes now, right? Die Hard has been fighting, Chapel shot people, and then this guy here, and here, ostensibly, sent these motherfuckers for Die Hard to fight, right? Like, ostensibly, we don't know because everything is not laid out or explained properly, right? So now Badrock somehow is fighting Xerxes, right? Boom, boom. They go back and forth, and Like none of the, like, almost all of these shots would benefit from either a different angle or zoomed out so that you can see Badrock smashing his arm across. So I can see that just fucking kicking him in the face. Like, do you know what I mean? I just need to see this big fist just struck, and I need to see it going past. Not off screen, not gone. That thing needs to be zoomed out, right? Like, I need to see his fist off on the side. And I don't. And so, you know, and then we get more of these dumb headshots as they banter back and forth. And then he just, boom, he just bamps him right in the face. And then we cut to Shaft, you know. And then I shake my head at all this, right? So he looses some arrows, you know, this weird, like, I don't know, is he doing splits in the air kind of pose? His legs are both like akimbo, his legs akimbo, flying through the air. And then look at this. The colorist, like, what's it? Are these scribbles here? Like, let's look at this. Like, let's zoom in on their scribbles. Like, look at these clouds. Like, there's just random ass scribbles in here. Like, it's like, you know, 2005 Photoshop. Like, what is this shit? This is supposedly a pro book, right? Like, you've got a good colorist on it. Ostensibly, you've got a good artist on it. Inker, storyteller, you know, and there's just baffling decisions made through this whole thing, and nearly a background like that is even slightly meaningful. Like, just painting the sky in the background and some fucking arrows hitting somebody. You know, I'm headed to the hull. And so here's the thing: keep him busy topside. Why is he going to the hull when I thought Chapel was supposed to be going into the center of the deck, like the center of the ship, right? Like, he, like. So we're going to zoom back out because I like to have the page size, like the way you would read it in the book, visible on the screen. And so, you know, he lands here, and then we've got silhouetted guys who look nothing like the other Snake Eyes ninjas with the vacuum guns, right? So we can't even keep henchmen in consistent order, right? Like, so, and he just lands, and, you know, he pulls apart his bow, like, you know, they talk about how he's a weapons master of Krav Maga and all this other nonsense. It's written like how I feel like it's like Steven Seagal would write a comic book. Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, Krav Maga. He studied all manner of fighting disciplines and techniques. He's a master of weapons, swords, bows, guns, shields. In his hands, all deadly, all lethal, I am Steven Seagal. You know, it's not even like, it's not even written in a way that's like enjoyable. Like, if it was just like, oh man, that was a fun, interesting little romp, I'd be like, oh, you know, that was cool. Like, it's not the best thing in the world, but it was cool. Like, you know, and it was cool over, like, it was style over substance. But this isn't even style over substance, right? And it's like, you get some cool, like, you know, whatever, this shot here where he's like, you know, tiniest eyes on the planet, you know, because, you know, your face is supposed to be however many eyes, but for some reason, all Rob's eyes are way too small and too far from this. Like, see right here? Your tear duct typically lines up with your nose on a human, right? Like, your tear duct typically lines up, you know, the edges of your lips line up with the center of your eyes, right? There's the math, there's the divine symmetry of the human face and anatomy. And Rob still doesn't know it. Still has no fucking clue where eyes are supposed to go, how big. Even if you're like, oh, he's got to have slit little thin eyes, then they're longer thin slits, Rob. They're longer thin slits. Anyway, he's still fighting. Like, and see, again, like, everybody's eyes are too small, and they're too, like, it's like eyes wide apart. every fucking shot has these fucking eyes way too fucking far apart. And the size, they're just too small. And then so now we have Shaft fighting this third random NPC bad guy. Like none of these characters are introduced. None of Xerxes' forces are introduced, right? And so I'm just kind of like, another headshot. And he's like, these centuries are a means of it's just like, okay, the centuries are a means of distraction. Obviously, they're sending these forces after you. Xerxes, you're landing on a dude's ship who's a bad guy. Like, I'm filling in the blanks for you guys, but like, the amount of talking and people like monologuing / narrating what they're doing while they're doing it is really bad. Like, it's not storytelling. And it's just like, he's telling Chapel that like he's gonna see him in the hull, and then like he kicks this guy, and then like apparently like backhands this guy. There's no like sign of contact. There's no like hit effect. There's no motion effect. Nothing. Like it's like the sloppiest first breakdown of panels and layout. And like here we still have more terrible things. Like these hips don't actually hip the way, like, you know what I mean? Like the ribs come down to this like weird dome that's like in the body that's supposed to be where the waist is. And like even dudes, like even a ripped dude has a waist, right? Like his hourglass is top heavy, but he still has a shape, right? Like it doesn't make any sense that like people just turn into tubes at the hips. Like people have fucking hips. Like it's fucking baffling. And so, he's done here. And then out of nowhere, Jesus Christ, out of nowhere, this imp guy comes flying across, and this shot looks like it's like a reused like Spider-Man shot or something like that. Because why wouldn't you turn him and have him like hooking across, right? Like why is he like this? And even that would be cooler. Like just some hands, like, anyway. So, the imp guy comes back. And so this fucking imp guy, all right, I'm going to quickly look at the chat right quick. Hey, A1, what's going on? Buzz, how you doing? So this imp guy, right? His dialogue has him rhyming, but not all the time and not consistently, right? So he comes, if it breathes, it bleeds, right? And then he's like, time to play, time to slay. And so sometimes he rhymes, other times he doesn't, right? And so it's like, is that the character's gimmick or is it not? Or are you just too lazy to consistently write him saying things that rhyme? Right? So, anyway. So, the imp comes in, tag Vandal, says you stay. Right? And so they're fighting. And now I am so sick of these shots, right? We're constantly getting these. I will say I kind of like this imp character's like just full black, hard black on his like mask, but the character kind of sucks. Like all his designs, like, can you just update things? He's got the power of, man. Listen, if Fraga was working on his book instead of doing fucking warm-ups and freestyle raps, maybe his fucking book would be out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've got time to fucking freestyle rap and put videos of warm-ups up, you've got time to fucking put your book out. Right? Like, if people give you $300,000 for a book, your priority should be getting that book out, not doing freestyle raps. Like, every time somebody like Fraga posts a video of him freestyle rapping or doing warm-up videos, it's fucking insulting to every single fucking person who gave you money. Fucking insulting. So go on out there and continue to do your dumb rap shit. Continue to do your dumb fucking videos where you do warm-ups, yet can't fulfill a book that you got paid $300,000 for. You fucking idiot. Straight up fucking idiot. And if anyone ever gives him money again, they're fucking stupid. If you ever give Fragga money, you're an idiot. Straight up, I have nothing against Fragga at all. But he doesn't know the first thing about business, and he's clearly content with burning all his fucking bridges. Because if you're not going to fulfill your book, and you're going to do everything but fulfill your book, then you don't care about the people who gave you money. And it's that fucking simple. It ain't personal, it's just fucking business. Get it through your head and stop fucking doing bullshit. Straight up. Now, back to this. So, we got these two idiots here, Shaft and this imp. Now Shaft is saying, move like Jagger. So he's quoting song lyrics all the time. It's very fucking annoying. Snickety snick, Vandal been tricked, time to dance, time to die. And then he drops it. Snickety snicked, Vandal been tricked, time to dance, time to die. He's rhyming and then he's not rhyming. It's terrible. So, again, we've got this dumb... he keeps doing this shot of this down shot where they're super far apart from each other, and there's no backgrounds, there's no nothing, just headshots. Like, they're on a mythical boat made of fucking mist. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, they're supposedly, ostensibly, fighting on a fucking boat right here. Right? And we're getting all these shots, we're getting this, and like, see this? Here we go. Look, I've had it with this guy. I'm over it, right? Like, we're gonna grab this, right? We're gonna download it. We're gonna save. Now, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna grab this. Do moves like Jagga. Shaft don't have fucking time clearly to do anything. Where's this fucking headshot here? All right, let's open this. All right. Because I love everybody so goddamn much. Do you know what I'm saying? Go to 3. All right. So here's the thing. Quick facial anatomy lesson, right? Because like I see this a lot, and it's a very common Rob problem. It's a problem with a lot of artists, but it's also a very common Rob. All right, so here on the human face, that's where your nose is. Your eye should be here. Your eye should be here, Rob. This is where your eye should be, right? The outside of your lip comes up to the center of your eye on both sides, like and the face is round. This is a circle. Right? And so this, I'm just gonna copy pasta this. That's why this is called reviewed and re-arted. So this here, my intrepid viewers, let's double that. Okay, so on paper, this should be there. right? And then I'm going to sweeten the pot and make it look correct. Right? I'm just going to go in here. You're welcome. Now, that is where his eye should be. That's all I'm saying. Right? Like before, after. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's where his eye should be. It's not fucking hard. Like you literally. I'll remove this. Right? Like you literally just run a line right here, right there, and the eye goes in. It's great. You look at it. You go, hey. That's where the eye goes. It's not, like, do you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. He's not drawing an alien. He's not doing anything special. Right? Like, that's all. That's all I'm saying. It's not. So anyway, you know, so they're fighting, they're exchanging barbs, you know, nothing. And here's the other thing too. There is so much nothing being said between them that matters, right? To the story, to the conversation. It's not even interesting dialogue, right? We'll settle this the old-fashioned way. Then you'll play the apple and I'll be William Tell. He's fucking, what? He's talking to a guy who's singing in song, and then he's talking about fucking putting an apple on a guy's head and being William Tell in the middle of a fight. Like, the dialogue is terrible. And then the imp guy goes, no more play, only die, forgive Vandal. I assume that's what his voice sounds like. He seems like a character that would talk like a fucking retard. So then he somehow gets shot. And here's the other thing too. This guy, why here? Why is his neck so thin? Why did the proportions for these, and look, here's those abs. Look, Corey, look at those folds. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. And then, so stand-in Cable, you know, with his chrome vacuum gun, rolls in with this stupid headset thing. Like, some of the worst fucking design I've ever seen for characters in comics. This wouldn't have looked cool in the 80s. This wouldn't have looked cool in the 90s. This looks fucking stupid. And he's got this fucking headband on. It's fucking stupid. Like, think about it. Like, when does this comic book take place? Is it some kind of weird, like, sci-fi alternate dimension where everyone's tech is still clunky and gigantic and dumb? Like, if Chapel and this clown are wearing these headset things, they should be like little cool things off the side of their head. Just this, like, you know what I mean? Like, design something. Just design something cool. Like these shots. Like, look at this. This shot here, and here's another shot where this guy's eye's fucking off again. Right? Like, it's just wandering. There's both, like, and it's equally too far apart on both sides. Right? Like, it's fucking crazy. So, you know, we get, you know, fucking Temu Cable here, right? Like, Cable from Wish called, and they brought Temu Cable instead, right? So this clown rolls in, and then instead of cutting... So, if you're going to do a cut to other people actually doing something else in the story, you cut on the page before, you don't cut here. You don't have Shaft still talking to him and then cut here. All this should have been pushed over to those incredible vertical panels, and this panel should be on the previous page. The page turn should be to Die Hard punching these fucking goons in the face, but then we're going tunk, 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 back to Xerxes fighting fucking Badrock again, right? Like the whole thing is ridiculous. So, and then we get another shot here of Die Hard punching randos, right? Because it's never even given a name or a group or anything that Die Hard's fighting, right? Like he's fighting Xerxes. Like I'm being generous in saying that Die Hard is fighting Xerxes minions, right? Because it's never given out. None of them are named. Only Shaft is fighting the imp guy, and Xerxes is fighting Badrock, right? So they're going back and forth. Badrock is getting his ass handed to him cleanly, just getting wrecked, right? You know, and so he grabs Badrock. This is like, I fucking hate Rob. So Xerxes picks Badrock up apparently by the wrist and then suddenly shifts to his incredibly strong elbow. He's able to balance Badrock in his entirety by holding him by the elbow. He's like, oh, got you by the elbow, Badrock. And then he slams him to the ground. It's very unclear. And then he punches him with a left hand. He silhouette punched it to the right for some reason. You know, that silhouette cool, I guess. The storytelling in this is the shittiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so bad. So, you know, and then we get, you know, he's monologuing as he beats the crap out of Badrock, right? And then, you know, we get no background, right? Like, this isn't cool, right? None of this is cool. None of this is like, oh man, like it's such an important moment that's just those two characters and nothing else matters. Like, you know what I mean? It's the laziest garb bullshit ever. Like this guy isn't even detailed in. You don't even see his face or anything. It's just like, it looks like that could be Wolverine, for fuck's sake. It doesn't even matter, right? Like, look at this shit. Right? Like, it's just terrible. And then so he and he doesn't even so he throws Badrock ostensibly off the ship because it's never given. There's never an establishing shot. There is never a scene or an area of the ship that looks different from any other area, because every shot ostensibly has been of the deck of the ship, where they show these down shots and they show some lines of people standing on the ship, right? And until this point, when Badrock gets thrown off the ship, or these plates that are possibly in the sink, possibly running water, right? Like, we got a stack of plates. Like, it's like this Carnival cruise ship, you know, like Badrock has Bluetooth and his fan out, right? And they kicked him off the Carnival cruise ship. Like, you know, Xerxes was having nothing. Just no. He's like, I don't want this. So anyway, he tosses, you know, because you have to be extremely generous. So he tosses Badrock into naked Badrock too, just into the ocean. Like, somehow between all this fighting going on, right? Like, these shoulder stuff comes off, like he's the suit, the whole thing, right? Somehow naked Badrock is tossed into the ocean, right? Like, sweet justice, sweet dreams, right? Boom, gone. Sink as the useless, miserable, insignificant stone you are. You are forgotten. It's game over for Badrock. Damn. That's too bad. Now we have Easter Bunny Chapel. Happy Easter, Chapel. Chapel to Youngblood Squadron. I'm in the hull. I repeat, I've made it to the hull. Over? For the love of God, what am I looking at? What's happening down here? Sweet Jesus. It can't be. It can't be. No. Like, get the fuck out of here. All right, so we're going to zoom out and see the page properly, right? Like, Chapel, for the first time in this book, we've established that there are stairs somewhere, right? That someone's in a building, and behind him, potentially a door. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh my God, it's a door. This man went through a portal into Stairland, right? It's fucking terrible. Like, there's no establishing, no point of place, no presence, no fucking nothing. So we have whatever the fuck her name is, being like, come in, Chapel. I'm sharing location with the group chat. Like, all right, hang tight. So she's been just flying around this whole time, right? We've decided to come back to her, right? We've decided to come back to the woman, be like, hey, what's up, Sue Storm? Are you cooking? Are you making something for supper? What's going on, girl? So she's still flying around, right? And so now we get Xerxes again. Somehow with these silhouettes, we don't know who they are. Right? We're in an inverted silhouette situation here. It's somehow on the ship that's out in the ocean at golden hour. As we look at the clouds and stuff here at the top, it's the sun's, it's not quite nighttime. It's not evening, but it's golden hour. It's nice out, we're there, right? And so, behold, the final dawn is upon us. Lord Xerxes will deliver you from the final judgment. Stand at my side as we traverse towards safe harbors. Because they're in a ship. Safe harbors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to assume down here is Shaft saying he can't be serious. Because this silhouette is clearly Temu Cable. Right? And I'm going to assume that's the imp. So then we get a full color shot of Xerxes. I think the first time they kind of show him close up at all, except for that very, very first introductory little panel at the corner, right? Huh? So the future yet to come will find us slaves to those that dwell among the cosmos. We must retreat now or perish. So, follow me with the dialogue here. The boat's taking them to safe harbor, because that's a play on words, and that's fun. But yet the future is not a safe harbor. The cosmos is coming for them, and they must retreat. Which is it, bro? The dialogue's fucking terrible in this. The dialogue's terrible. Now, rocket scientist of the 21st fucking century, Die Hard, right? Like, this guy's half man, half machine, all amazing. He's wondering where the fuck Badrock is. And then Temu Cable, like, fucking, this design is fucking terrible. It is so bad. I don't care. I do not fucking care if this is a legacy design. It's stupid looking. It's not rule of cool. It's not badass. It's not whatever. He looks like he's got fucking cardboard on his fucking shoulders. It looks like he's wearing a cardboard vest, and then he's fucking strapped some plastic shit and tied a fucking like band around his head. It's stupid looking. Like, just garbage. So, they blah, blah, blah. Everybody's fucking from Temu. Nothing can stop Xerxes. And then we get the splash. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's characters that nobody knows about. We don't even fucking know who this is. Oh wait, it's Supreme. It's Team Supreme. It's the sibling Supreme. It's cousin Supreme. It's, Joey Supreme. Again, Corey, I if you're still here, I beg you. Are these folds? Are these folds in the clothes? Whoever he's seen or whatever nonsense he thought that this was, it happens through the book, like this suggestion of smear, this like fucking Rorschach test of fucking an abdominal fucking muscle is fucking garbage. And he still doesn't even like properly silhouette people with hips and shit. Like it's insane. It's fucking insane. Anyway, so the reveal at the end of the first issue, after some people fought and nothing happened, right? Other than Xerxes is there, Chapel's in the hull of the ship, and Timu Cable showed up, right? Like, we're just like, what's even happening? Like, there is no worthwhile or interesting cliffhanger here. There is nothing here that would even lead me to want to read the second issue. But unfortunately, I have. Okay, unfortunately for fucking everybody, or fortunately, I have. Right? So, he'll wager, if anyone can stop you twice in one lifetime, it's me. Supreme. So yeah, that's issue 1. I'm gonna gouge my own eyes out. All right, I was looking through this. I already read it, but so we're here. We're issue 2. Another bad cover. I'm gonna tell you right now, these covers are not good. They aren't even interesting. They aren't even like, oh, fucking look at that. They are boring. And I still hate how all his limbs at the joints are stuffed like sausages. Look at that. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm going to go and look at the chat before I get into issue 2. That's just me. That's how it is. All right. Hey, Tank, what's going on? So, Buzz is shocked. His shoulder is in his... Listen, motherfucking Supreme, everybody's stoked. It's not Glory. If Glory was in this book, I'd be excited. If Evangeline were in this book, I just... Whatever. All right. God damn it, Edwin. You were sold when Supreme showed up. My God. All right. Okay, so we're rolling in here. Issue 2, right? Issue 2. We got this Shaft. His eyes are still, even on the cover, the eyes are too fucking wide apart. Like, there's almost an eye. Like look at the... Okay, here's the tip, right? Here's the tip of the mouse cursor. It covers his eye. There are like a good 2 eyes in between. It's crazy. Anyway, all right. Okay, so issue 2. Rob Liefeld. Story pencils and inks. Juan Manuel Rodriguez. Color art. Chance Wolfe. Additional inks. Russ Wooten. Lettering and design. Drew Gill, production design. Cover B, C, D, Tyler Kirkham. There's a Tyler Kirkham cover. Everybody get excited. You can wrap a stinker in a Tyler Kirkham cover. All right. Excellent. So right here off the jump, immediately, instantly, it's the same fucking artist. It's the same goddamn fucking artist. And here we have Timu Cable, who now suddenly doesn't have the stupid fucking rabbit ears. Timu Cable lost them somehow. Between the end of that issue and here, he somehow got rid of the cardboard and added some, I'm going to assume, glow sticks. I'm going to assume these are glow sticks, and fucking Timu Cable is ready to fucking rave all night long. He's got the choker on. He got rid of his weird rabbit ears. Now, again, Xerxes up here. Why is Xerxes here? What is even happening? So now we got the imp guy. We got Die Hard. We got fucking Shaft breaking his neck, right? Like his neck comes out here, shoulder. Rob apparently doesn't know how to do a 3/4 headshot. And then, okay, here. Buzz. You're trying to tell me that this page is like that page that was just up there. That's the awkward page. No, they're all fucking awkward pages. None of these like this. This splash right here. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with this page? Why the hell is Supreme again with the suggestion of abs? This weird, what's going on in this black, is everybody's abdominal section like a twisting black hole that's about to suck everything into the void? It's garbage. Okay, now, here's my other fucking problem with this. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. All right, where's this fucking page? All right, we're gonna open this. You know what? Like, Edwin, I'm not sure you have everyone's best interests at heart when you ask for this. Okay. So, this right here. Why is his foot covering that guy? Like, is this meant? Because, like, the thing here is where it's like, where this stuff is, where it's like, Supreme is a wild card. Yet another variable compounding the chaos of our current predicament. He hovers high above the Megalodon, a ship commandeered by our mutual nemesis looking to render judgment. Right? So you've got that, right? That's not even Supreme. He's not even like outset like it's him narrating what's going on. Right? Because it's talking about Supreme and like, hey, Supreme over there, right? Like third person. It's not first person, he's not inner monologuing, he's not anything, right? So, Supreme is in the same space as the boat, as the cousin Supreme, and himself, right? So, if that is the case, right? Like, if Unk Supreme is here, right? Like, let's copy pasta this. If Unk Supreme is there, he should be here, right? Like, this is the shit that like tries men's lives, right? So Unk Supreme, if he is yakety yakking and telling his story and all that, right? Now I'm gonna do this. This is probably the best way to do it. All right. So if that is the case, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Alt click. Hold on. So we're just gonna Unk Supreme. We're gonna Stalin Supreme from this section, right? We're gonna Joseph Stalin him out of here, right? We're gonna Joe Stalin him. All right, get him out of there. Unk Supreme, yada yada. Right? You get the idea. We're Unk Supreming. I'm gonna quickly grab. I'm gonna Alt again. This is just to get my point across. Right? We're gonna get rid of him. Right? Yada yada yada. Right? Pretend that's expertly blended. Right? And then what color is this asshole? Boop. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then this little asshole right here, even if you're going to silhouette this guy, right? Like his knees here, his legs are here. Right? Even if you're going to silhouette this guy, right? Like let's just say, right? Like his legs there, he's good. Let's see this blue. Right? Even if we silhouette this guy and grab his color, you know, his butt comes down here and his legs here. All right. So even if that's an awkward way to have his legs, but whatever, Rob, whatever. Right? Like at least this, where we have all this shit out of here and Unk Supreme is separate, is a better... He shouldn't be overlapping. It's so bad, right? It's incredibly bad. So Unk Supreme should be up higher, and his foot shouldn't be going over top. It's bad. That's all I'm saying. It's just the layouts are bad. They're bad. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, listen. If I had the time, I could make that look flawless, right? And you'd never know. But that's another story. So anyway, now, hey Glenn, what's going on? Now, for no apparent reason, right? We haven't even, like in this issue, right? So these guys are here. Xerxes is down here. We don't even know where they are, right? Like you roll in here, there is no establishing shot. There is no on the boat, anything like that, right? We get this, you know, this semi-group shot, Temu cable, the whole bit. So then we get Unk over top, still baffling, still these abs, the suggestion of them, completely baffling. So instead of an establishing shot of any kind, instead of having Xerxes look up at Supreme and have even them lock eyes or have any kind of like 180 shot or establishing shot of Xerxes on the ship and Supreme looking down at him or whatever, none of that happens. We just have two random fucking side-by-side full page headshots. Just boom. Right on there, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's ridiculous. So, you know, they prattle back and forth about their history and what they've done and yada yada through this whole thing, right? And here, like the face, like the huge, like eyes are too small. Look and see again, right here, the edge of this nose, the eye. It's supposed to be in. This eye is over. Like, this eye is over. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. This eye. This is... listen, join me on this tangent. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. All right. Now my young friend. Listen, it's the song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friend. All right, I'm gonna open this. All right, now I'm gonna flip you back over. It's just baffling. Okay, so you can already see. You can already see, right? You can already see. This eye is here. This eye is not. Right? Like this eye should be here. It's baffling. Like it takes 2 seconds. It literally takes 2 seconds to draw these lines. And go, oh shit, that's fucking whacked out, dog. I need to fix that. Like, I don't understand how you've been drawing for that long and you constantly do that on faces. Constantly. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me as an artist that after 30 years I would still be putting the eyes in the wrong spot. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway. The book's terrible. Okay. So now, here's the other thing. So we have our boy, Supreme. He is, at first he was miles high up in the sky. Butterfly in the sky. Supreme can fly twice as high. He is the reading rainbow. You know what I mean? So while Supreme is with LeVar Burton, they're doing the reading rainbow bit. He comes down. I'm telling you, the colorist is doing so much heavy lifting here. It's crazy. Like, I want to redraw every fucking panel in this book that I see. And even though the panels are bad and the shots are bad, the art is bad in the panels, making them even worse. Like, it's not good. It's just not good. I can't be like, oh man, like this. There's better storytelling happening in most indie books. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Shelby, what's going on? Now, here's the thing. So, they like, and even here, this eye is off. This eye, every face. Why is this eye wandering? This eye is literally going to the other side of his head. It doesn't make. God damn it. So anyway, Xerxes' passions still burn supreme. Do you know what I'm saying? So his passion still burns supreme. He jumps in and he starts biting. He starts nom, chomp, chomp on Supreme. He hungers. He hungers for Supreme. And the issue is called The Man Who Loves Supreme. Like, what? Anyway, so he's like, maniac, how dare you? And he knocks him away, right? Gives him the old uppercut. And then, so he hits him here, and then he hits him again. Right? Like, it's weird. Like, there's so much wasted, what I would call, motion in these books and these panels. And it's like, he just does this big shot. Like, he could have gotten rid of this entire top panel, and he could have been like, how dare you? And just, this is the consequence of the thing. And then he's like, oh, there's the man I remember. Ha ha ha. Like, this is a very like Batman, like punching the Joker kind of moment where the Joker's just like, like fucking hit me harder, daddy. Right. And then, so again, like, and the sheer lack of backgrounds and like point of place awareness, anything, like he might as well be fighting in front of a fucking Rembrandt painting or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like literally no background. So Die Hard and Shaft are here. Die Hard's gonna go find Chapel, and he's like, consider lending a hand to the Supremes, like little RESPCT, little respect. Yeah, Die Hard isn't, God damn it. All right. So Die Hard is now fighting the imp guy who rhymes. And so here's the other thing too. He hits him here. Like, he punches him with his left, and then he thwacks here. Like, why? These two panels are redundant, right? And if he was going to hit him off the page, he should have, this panel should be flipped, right? Thwack, and he should be going this way. He should be going to the page turn, right? That's all I'm saying. He should be going to the page turn. Anyway, and then, so still not a background in fucking sight. Like, this, as far as I'm concerned, this boat is a nexus where nothing exists. Up is down, left is right. He controls the horizontal, he controls the vertical. Like, it's the Outer Limits, the ship. So there's no backgrounds, there's no ship, there's no poop deck, there's no anything, right? Like nothing. So they're still fighting, and there is nothing being said of note. There is nothing important happening. Nobody is giving you key information about why they're even fighting. Like Die Hard is just essentially kind of took over for Shaft because Temu fucking Cable talked to them a little bit. Right? Exactly. Just does he hit him with two rights? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did he like fucking, you know, do the rolling jab on him? Anyway, so now we get another splash page, and the egregious use of splash pages in here. And then what? Why is it? Look, we just cut off here. We just decided to not, you know, go full bleed on this. All right, you know. But and here's the other confusing thing. Why is this arm breaking the panel border, but yet the arms on Imp are not? Right? And it's like, and this is the level of dialogue in it. One is a creature forged of flesh and metal. The other, a tireless imp of mysterious origins. What? The fuck? The immovable object struggles to gain advantage over the irresistible force. It's just like he's like, you know what I mean? He's just copying, pasting platitudes, right? Like, you know, one in the hand is worth two in the bush. Like, what? Like, it's just stupid. So then, whoever decided to ink this page is not who inked the rest of this book. Look at the difference. Look at the inks on this page. Look at this page. Look at it. It doesn't even look like it's drawn by Rob. Look, like it looks like somebody clearly hijacked. Like I'm going to assume this is Chance Wolf inking. All right. It's every shot. Listen, look. Right here. This eye is off. The other eye is always fucked up. I'm going to wager it's Chance because it says additional inks by Chance Wolf, and these are really crisp, and Chance is only a digital inker now, right? So I would bet $100 that these are Chance. All this stuff is Chance inking, because it's clean, it's tight, it's toit. Those are some toit inks, Chance, right? And it looks immediately different than this stuff. Right? Like this scratchy hen fucking scratching of Rob. Right? And this looks like it's from a different book. So I'm going to wager this is Chance. So anyway, they're just punching each other. I give you my word. I promise to protect you. But this has to end now. You forget I've experienced the disappointment of your meaningless promises. You've abandoned me once, never again. And there's a few things in it where you're like, if I was, you know, a Youngblood Supreme fan, some of this I might be like, oh, Xerxes, man, remember when they were boys and, you know, they dunked on whoever, right? Man, Jesus Christ, right? I wish Chance rewrote some of this shit. There's way too much dialogue and none of it means anything. That to me is like the biggest sin. Like, because if you're gonna have people, if people are gonna do the comic book thing where they're fighting back and forth and they're dropping Spider-Man-esque quips, you know, the Joss Whedon, Buffy quips that everybody, you know, nobody takes anything serious and everybody has a quip for everything. If that is what you're going to do, at least it should be funny, entertaining, and informative. Right? Listen, here's another thing Rob cannot draw. It's women. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. So now we have, I don't know, Joe Supreme, Chucky Supreme, Cousin Supreme. I'm going to kill you. Kid, don't. Kid Supreme. You know? So he gets in there and he's immediately just, and look at these fucking abs. Like he never used to do this. He never used to do this weird, like, Rorschach test abyss smear for abs. It's fucking terrible. Wherever he got it, infuriating. So again, we have another stop, and look, this eye is off. Every fucking right eye, stage fucking left eye is screwed. Yeah, and so, you know, we get a scream, I won't dare, how dare you touch Supreme. Yeah, okay, listen, so, okay, Buzz, is Kid Supreme the equivalent to Timmy? Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody hates Timmy in Pit. Okay, so Kid Supreme, he gets his ass thwacked. And then out of nowhere, okay, Rob, if you are going to have a female show up in the book, right? All right. I'm fucking over you, Rob. I'm over it. I'm over your bullshit. I'm over all this. Okay. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this, Rob. Okay. You son of a bitch. Rob, you son of a bitch. All right, Rob. Rob. My boy. Roberto. Right? Like, women, Rob. See this right here? Hips. Right? I'm gonna try to be generous. Like, I'm gonna assume, Rob, that this is where you think her body, her torso is, her rib cage, right? This area, and then her spine comes down here. Her legs, what? None of this, Rob. Rob, this is all bad, Rob. Like, it's all bad, right? Like, you could get in here and you could gracefully, Rob. You could do this right, Rob. Right? Like she should look strong and beautiful. Her eyes are also fucked. Like, if this is where her mouth is, her eyes are going across this way. Right? They should be going this way with her mouth. Right? God damn it, Rob. Like, even if I'm being generous, right? Like, where the hips are and where the body is, like, she should look graceful and strong. Like, even this skirt is a travesty, right? Like, the skirt itself could actually flow, right? Like, you could actually have a skirt that moved, right? And that you actually had other pieces of the skirt. And then he does that stupid thing with the fucking abs. It's just terrible. Terrible, Rob. For the love of God. All right. It hurts me. It's exasperating, right? Because when she steps in and shows up, she should be, like, uber attractive. It should be super sexy and sleek, and you should be like, oh shit. But every woman that Rob has put in these books looks like dumpy and weird, right? Yeah, like, just the whole thing, right? Like, and I just shake my head. And so here, the entire time, listen, hey, what's going on, Count Chocula? How you doing? So here's the thing, though, right? That Captain America cover was decades ago. I've read other work by Rob that was better than this, right? Like, this is his flagship. This is the only thing he has, right? Like if you're the guy who created Deadpool, you created all these other characters, but you have your book, your Youngblood book, and your characters like Supreme, like Shaft and Youngblood and Bad Rock and all that stuff, you would think you would handle them with a little more care. You'd think you would shepherd them better than this, right? Like these listen, I get it. I get 100% what you're saying about the cash grab and the nostalgia and all that. But I don't have any of that for Rob. Like none, right? Like I remember him doing stuff on Heroes Reborn, and I remember like him doing stuff like on Deadpool, and I remember like stuff like, you know, in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, like, you know, Evangeline and Glory and, you know, all that. I'm familiar with Rob, but like I'm not a Rob fan. I'm not a Rob enjoyer per se, right? And I feel like if you've been working this long at drawing comic books, that's literally all he's been doing for the last 30 years, right? And I'm like, if you've been working on this long, you know better than a lot of this stuff, right? Like, you know better. You know how pages flow. You know how movement goes. Or you should, because you've had all this time to study other artists. You've had all the... I don't even care if you're stealing page layouts from artists that are better than you. It would at least look better than this. There would at least be a better feel. There would at least be a better pacing. There would at least be more care given to the characters, right? Where you're just like, oh man, like he loves this. He's giving it his all. Like this is Rob doing like his best work ever, right? Like, you know, that's like, that to me is the thing about art. That's the thing about comics, right? As long as your hands work, your eyes work, your brain's still working, you can continue to get better. You can continue to improve as an artist till the day you die, right? And so it's frustrating, right? And my annoyance and frustration comes from a place of love for the craft. Comes from a place for wanting to see people do good, right? Like, and it's frustrating to me when people are given all the chances in the world, when people constantly throw away good chances and good opportunities for what? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because like, here's the thing. This book will not matter in 5 years, even 3 years, right? Like, he's not making a Youngblood book that anyone's going to look back on and give a shit about 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Right? And that to me is the problem, right? What are you saying, Shelby? It was an ad, never a copy outside of Wizard magazine thing. Outside of his cap was Garden Variety Rob for pre-internet clickbait. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like I legitimately was both surprised and impressed with Bad Blood. The paneling, the pacing, the story was actually decent. This isn't good, right? Like, the storyline isn't good. The story isn't interesting, right? Like, that's the thing, you know? And so, yeah, anyway, we got Lady Supreme, you know, fighting with Xerxes. She gets punched, you know, and it's like crack, and she gets on, and like none of the action's good, right? Everything is flat. It's weird. And then like he'll throw this shot of this guy coming in, Imp, below on board the Megalodon, and we've never even got like a decent look at this ship to know what is cool about it, to know what's interesting about the Megalodon. They mention it in passing, but every shot is this weird time space continuum, no backgrounds, no ship, anything. Like, I'm serious. Like, it would take you 10 fucking minutes to just like put a pipe here with a little thing, a ship door, maybe like some kind of like vent thing, something, right? Like, just just Google like ship engine room or something. Do you know what I'm saying? They're in a neutral, like, Jesus Christ. God damn it, Buzz. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, they're still fighting. And then Vandal Fly join Master in the sky, right? He rhymed here, but he doesn't rhyme here, right? Like, Vandal scratch that itch, turn off your switch. Like, God damn it. Just the worst. So anyway, he's happy to oblige. We have a left to right panel that knocks him up. And then he flies by Lady Supreme here. Supreme family, Cousin Supreme. The sheer force of Die Hard's blow sends Vandal out to the edge of Earth's atmosphere. So every other person that Die Hard hit didn't, like, he flew through the sky and smashed 3 people. And nothing happened. Listen, G1 Mech, good to see you. How you doing? I just want something. I want the indication that they keep saying they're on a ship, but at no point have they shown any interior parts of the ship. Even exterior, they shown like once in the first issue. And it's infuriating. So anyway, somehow he gets punched out into the atmosphere by Die Hard, who is yet to punch anybody else. And if he could punch him that hard, why fight with him in the first place? Do you know what I'm saying? If you can punch somebody out into space, why are you still fucking toying with them? Right? You put them down immediately. So anyway, he sends the Vandal out into space, the imp, and then he goes thump, and then he looks up, and then there's a shining golden god here. He's got his wizard staff. He's Ganon, Gandalf. He's here. This is where Gandalf was this whole time, right? Like, he didn't show up in the Lord of the Rings because this is where he was. Behold, the shepherd, harbinger of the keep. Be not afraid, creature. The time of harvest is upon us. It is the destiny of all mankind to submit and rejoice. And then he's like, Vandal is no man. He doesn't rhyme here. Vandal's not rhyming. And then there's an editor's note. This is what's crazy. This is what's crazy to me. All the shit that has happened in these 2 books. Yeah, Warlock Supreme. Jesus Christ. So Warlock Supreme shows up. But here's my favorite. Editor's note. The Shepherd and the Keep first arrived in Extreme Destroyer Prologue #1. What? What year? When did Extreme Destroyer Prologue come out? Where do I find that? Do you know what I'm saying? So after everything that's happened in 2 issues, this is the only guy. Right? Yeah, exactly. Gandalf was doing a side quest right after telling Frodo the fate of the world rests in his hands. So now we have this dude rolling. All creatures are welcome in the kingdom of Empyrean. Your service is valued and admired. However, failure to submit will result in immediately annihilated. So the time has come. The time to run the Day of the Destroyer cannot be undone. And then we're here. Here's the shit that blows my mind. Here's the shit that blows my mind. Okay, here we go. So Shelby Robertson, famous ghost illustrator, inker, connoisseur of the fine arts. He has informed us that Extreme Destroyer Prologue #1 was from 1997. The editor has not given us this knowledge. They assume that we are preaching, that this book is preaching to the converted. right? Here we are. This is proof positive that Rob knows the only people who are buying these books are the fucking people who are still fans of image shit from the 90s. He knows he's preaching to the converted, and Buzz and Shelby know what this shit is. One, because Buzz is a fan, and two, because Shelby worked on this thing. All right. So, we continue. We continue. We have a small ending panel of Imp and Golden Gandalf here, deep within the hull of the Megalodon. Like, listen, we've got a word balloon coming from deep within the hull. I still don't understand what I'm looking at. And this is where this book goes, like, it goes to, like, the most retarded series of pulleys and levers that you're ever gonna see. You're ever gonna see. Hey, Kirby, what's going on? Yes, I have already pointed out Chance's inks in comparison to the other inks. They stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah, like, I'll swing back up, because, where's that? This page right here, Shelby, is Chance's inks. This page right here, 100% stands out. It's digital. You can tell the inks are digital. And then the page before it is Rob inking his own stuff. And then this is Chance right here. Yeah. Oh, listen. You can tell immediately. You can tell immediately that this is Chance and that's Rob, because you can tell by all this scratchy garbo here. So anyway, we're back. We're back here. Okay. Now this is where this whole thing kicks it up to stupid 11. Okay. So now Timu Cable now has that stupid thing on his face again, and so does Chapel. Chapel doesn't have the rabbit ears anymore. He just has the little mouthpiece. The inconsistency with these characters on every fucking page is just baffling. All right. And so here's where the mindfuck of this issue goes. Where are these people from? They're from Jerusalem, circa AD 33. Nearly all have made it through safely. Xerxes is conducting mass time displacement with innocent lives. What's the end game here, Bravo? Like, what? Xerxes is leaving our present and traveling back to Jerusalem to reset and repurpose. Look at this guy with the dread beard. He's got his beard's made of dreads, and like, okay. You know, like, there's so much happening on this panel, I'm not even going to get into it. In order to move his forces and equipment, we have to remove an equivalent volume. So it's like fucking, did he watch Full Metal Alchemist? Like, anyway, the ocean provides the coolant necessary for the generators to operate at capacity. And then here we go, Timu fucking Cable with this stupid, like, the designs are so bad, right? Because up here, just before, he had a bunch of glow sticks on each of these shoulder pauldron things. Like, it's just, none of the designs can stay consistent. Chapel had rabbit ears on the last fucking time we saw him. So Timu Cable and Bugs Bunny fucking Chapel. So they're making the jump. Timu fucking Cable here is working with Xerxes. And they're going to he wants to be on the winning side. And it's not a snorkel. It's stupid. It's supposed to be a comms thing. I get it. It just looks terrible. The designs are terrible. Everything's bad. For whatever reason, everybody's eye on this side of their face is off too far to the left. Chapel's is. He's got a double wide fucking going on here. He's in the trailer park with this double wide situation. So they're exchanging people from the year 33 after death from Jerusalem to this ship. That's right. And then we got this like dun, 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 shot. This kind of like, oh my God, this is huge news. This is a tactical move to gain an advantage for strategic countermeasures. Join me, son. Bring your entire team. Xerxes is flawed, but he's not wrong. And it's like, we defeated them. We defeated the keep before, sent them back to the stars, and we'll do it again. And then Chapel's like rolling in here and he's like, and what do we do with these lost souls who have no idea why they've been herded here? And then it's just like, Shaft's like, we'll sort that out after Xerxes is handled. Right now it's Badrock I'm worried about. And he's nowhere to be found. And then it's like, bah, bah. And so we get this, and this is another double page spread, just of Badrock, just laying in the water on a slab somewhere. Thomas Jonathan McCall was just another boy until he drank his father's experimental formula in an effort to change his ordinary life. Badrock was born that fateful day, his identity forever altered. Let's go. You know, like, fucking Christ. The creature that slumbers miles below the ocean's surface has battled gods and monsters. He's earned his respite. Ba-ba! Dun, 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 dun. Badrock, can you hear us? Praise Neptune. You look well, Badrock. Our healing waters did the heavy lifting. I feel rejuvenated, stronger than ever. Your condition was critical. And of course, the girl who's underwater, her name is Coral. Fucking Christ. Your condition was critical. Coral was lucky to find you when she did.
Who did this to you? Who did it? Why are you asleep in the ocean, Badrock?
Fucking hell. I'm like, all right. So, Badrock saved by Atlantans in the ocean. Right? Again, this dude, look, there's his nose. Look at that gap. That eye is supposed to be every left eye over too far. Look even Badrock. Look if you just measure. Crazy. Look at this eye. Look. Over too far. Every fucking one of them. Okay, so Namor Aquaman combo. This dude, this Namor Aquaman Ra's al Ghul of the sea. Like this Ra's al Ghul of the sea, you know, is going to join Badrock, and like, Xerxes occupies my waters. He endangers all of Newport. It's N-E-U port. Newport. The fight is joined. I literally, listen. I literally need to like have like Namor and Coral joined your party. That bastard won't even see us coming. And then, yeah. Okay. And then we have this little skull that looks like a chapel skull, you know, and I'm being generous. And it's like, and so it unravels. In but an instant, it all comes undone. For many years, I have observed the condition of mankind from my lofty perch here in DOC, D-O-C, Direct Orbital Command. You know? Goddamn. Okay, now, here we go. I, Battlestone, operate as curator of extreme occurrences across the multi-timeline. And here's, okay, it says, I gotta zoom in on this because I'm like, is that a misprint? Is that a misprint? So it says timeline. Is it supposed to be, because it has timeline SR. So is it supposed to be across multiple timelines or timeliners? That's clearly a misprint. That's clearly a typo, right? It should be across multiple timelines. I noticed it and I was just like, God damn it. Oh yes, that's all this comic book has been, is people punching each other and nothing. And it's like, So Battlestone, Battlestone, I'm tasked with observing the developments of each realm, carefully measuring consequences and outcomes. Today's events are unfortunately cataclysmic. So then we go, boom, here comes the boom. Another, I gotta zoom out so I can get this full, the full majesty. So we get another, here's the other thing. When he was lying on the slab, Badrock, we get these reverse silhouettes. We get more silhouettes of them swimming. In this double, these, look at this, Phil. We got some insets in this double page splash. I see why you did it. So, Badrock now needs to be able to breathe underwater. He couldn't before, even though he just fucking was talking underwater. He was laying on a bed and having full conversations underwater with these guys, but now he needs this full suit. He somehow got a full submariner suit. And then that's Coral. Coral, for some reason, is now in a bikini. Like, she had like a top thing here. Like, she was like full. See, she has a full bodied bikini action happening here. But now she's just like wandering. All right. So they're going to swim up. Forces will clash in a conflict where the outcome is meaningless. This book feels like it's meaningless. Holy shit. A far greater threat looming over every existence. Not just our existence, but every. Yeah. So, and then it's like, and here's the thing, boys and girls. This shot must be exciting to somebody. An outcome that will require nothing less than a brigade to hold it together. Like, is this fucking Temu? You know, what is this Temu Yellow Lantern? What the hell's the Yellow Lantern guy's name? You know, Sinister guy. Oh my God. You know who I'm talking about. Sinestro, thank you. I was saying Sinestro. Yeah, Sinestro. It looks like Temu Sinestro. And then what's going on with his crotch? He's got this goddamn garb. Like, I'm telling you, Rob, bro, this weird fucking ab thing, and then there's just this void. There's no crotch here. There's just two legs that just join in the center. Yeah, like there's no like cod. He could have drew a cod piece. He could have done something, but it's like the legs just go into each other. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, so literally nothing happened. They fought. Aquaman and Coral saved Badrock from getting punched too much. And then now they're talking about Brigade and the Days of the Destroyer. Huh? Like, and then the next issue of Youngblood is coming up. We got a Dan Fraga cover. Man, he can do covers and rap and occasionally do warm-ups, but he can't finish Black Flag. That him got $300,000 to finish. But boy, oh boy, he can't put out his own book. Incredible. But yeah, that is issue 1 and 2. Goddamn. Terrible. Like I don't understand. Like these books seem like rough passes for books that somebody like thumbnailed and then somebody finished. Like that man made Dragon Ball Evo? What? Yeah, I'm just baffled by the entire thing, right? Listen, the amount of warm-ups that Dan does, his cover should be fucking good. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's clearly not drawing pages of his fucking book. Like, let's zoom in on this amazing fucking Fragga cover. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me that that's the best? That's the only good one of those three covers between this and this Carrie Andrews cover. You're saying that this Fragga cover is? Get out of here. I mean that they're all equally kind of not great. They're all equally kind of not great. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, listen, I never said anything bad about Carrie Andrews. You know, I didn't, and also honestly, I don't care if he's Canadian or not. It doesn't matter to me. You know, yeah, I can't say you know, is what it is what it fucking is. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's pretty annoying to see Dan Fragga like putting out little rap videos like, I'm doing my rap today. I'm doing a cover. My book is like 7 years late and I got $300,000. Like, that shit is insulting to anybody who backed his book. Straight up. Kind of over it. Kind of don't give a fuck about Dan, to be perfectly fucking honest. Like, you know what I mean? And like, it's one of those things, right? Like, I don't have anything against Dan. I don't know him or dislike him as a human. But as a dude who's doing business, I would never pay money for anything he's ever done again or before. Right? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, new Fragga rap dropped. Woo! Like, you know what I mean? He's got time to rap. He's got time to do warm-up videos, but he doesn't have time to finish a book that he made, you know? Classic. Yeah, I don't know. I think that kind of shit, you're burning bridges, you're burning backers, you're burning future customers. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would anybody ever back another book that Fragga did? Ever. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? No, I just like, it's one of those things. It's not like I said, it's nothing personal. I have nothing personal against Dan, but business wise, he's a fucking idiot. Straight up. I don't care what his problems were, what his situation was. If you took and made $300,000 from people, your priority is to get that book out. Your priority is not to post fucking videos of you rapping. Your priority is not to post videos of you doing fucking warm-ups. Your priority is to get that book out that people paid you money for. It's that simple. It's not like you made $2,000 and you're like, guys, I'm barely going to be able to print this, right? It's, you got the money for it. You got more money than most people will make in 5+ years for one book. And you can't get that book out. Right? Like, you know, you're yeah, like it's one of those things, right? Like, you're paid to do the work. Do the work. If you cannot fulfill and do the work, then don't fucking put out a crowdfunder. It's that simple, right? And if you're late on the book, it's fine, but you should be telling people why you're late, right? You should be explaining to people, because here's the thing, right? Like, here's the thing. Most people are very forgiving when people have problems, right? Like, if you're like, oh man, like, all this shit happened to me, it's whatever. I'm working on it. And if you show people you're working on it and you're showing progress and you're doing stuff, most people are very generous and very forgiving, right? They will actually be like, oh shit, man, cool. Like, you told us what's going on. You're still working on it. Cool. That's it. Most people are very generous and very forgiving and very understanding, right? But like at some point, every time you post your little warm-up video or every time you post your little like I'm doing a rap, you're spitting in the face of the people who gave you money, right? And you have to understand that. You have to understand that that looks like you're doing everything but the thing you're supposed to be doing. And people are going to walk away. People are going to stop giving you money, right? Like, and so, yeah, you have to understand that, you're never going to get those people back, right? Like, no, like that's going to follow you for the rest of your career, right? And so, like, that's cool. It's cool that he got a cover on a Youngblood thing. Cool. Okay. Right? Like, that time should have been put into finishing the book. Well, see, here's the thing. I don't think it's become an epidemic with crowdfunding because I've crowdfunded a bunch of books and they've shown up at my door. Right? I've bought books on all kinds of things. I've backed people and they made the book and they sent me the book. Right? I don't think it's an epidemic, but it's definitely a pattern for certain people. Yeah, and that's the thing. You should either be 90 fucking percent, 100% finished, even if you're 50% finished and you have a schedule and a plan to get your book out. Cool. And you let people know that you're going to get the book out by a certain time and this is your plan. And if there are any deviations in your process or, you run into some snags, you let people know. You just go, hey, this came up. We've had a problem with this. This happened. My mom died. Whatever it is that is a major setback for you. You let people know. Most people will be very understanding and they will continue to support you as long as they see the progress, right? But it's just like I'm losing patience and tolerance for a lot of people who continually act like nothing's wrong, right? And it's just like whether they like, whether a guy like Dan who's putting out his little rap videos, putting out his little warm-up videos, whether he realizes it or not, he is burning bridges every fucking time he does it. He is losing backers every fucking time he does it. He is pissing people off every single time. And that's it. And maybe he doesn't care. He's got his money, but he's not going to get future money because of it, right? And that's just how it is. The truth hurts. Reality is, a bitch sometimes. But a lot of these guys have done it to themselves, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like Phil shipped his books. Edwin's shipped his books. Noah has shipped his fucking books. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. They made their books. If they were delayed or they were late or whatever, they let people know. The books got out. Everybody that got the books seemed to enjoy the books. And that's how it should be. And then they make the next book. And then, Phil is on to his next book. Edwin's on to his next book, et cetera, right? And so they're working on their stuff and they're moving forward. They're continuing to build an audience. Yeah, Wiggle shipped his book. That's the thing, right? Like, I just shake my head at a lot of these guys. And they all know better, and listen, Dale, that's coming. Yeah, Dale has shipped his books. But see, the thing is like, I am working on my book in the background. When my book is ready, you will know about it, right? And like, I'm working on building my channel and doing all that. I'm laying the groundwork, right? And that's the thing. And so when it's time to start talking, I'll be talking about it, right? Oh yeah, Jason. Yeah, Jason's done Frog G and Absolute. What else? Is that it? Is it your Frog G books and Absolute? Is there another one that I'm missing, Jason? And so yeah, like, Jason shipped his books. Him and Ink Spots, doing work there, putting out books. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? But that's the thing. People are shipping their books. That's the thing, right? Yeah, listen, yeah, it's not. That's okay. Well, listen, Jason. 2 titles is fine. You've shipped more than other people. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, get your stuff out there, build your audience. Like, there are people who, like, in this span of time that some people's books have been late, 4, 5 years or whatever, they could have had 3 or 4 books out in that 4 to 6 years, right? You could have had, like, like, even if you were making a modest amount, even if you were making like 15 or 20K a campaign, right? Or even 5K a campaign. If you were putting out a book or 2 a year, right? And you were slowly building, and you could be up to 20, 30, 40K each time, right? You're growing your stuff on your shop, you're building your brand, you're doing all that stuff. Those guys aren't doing that, right? And that's the thing that, like, drives me insane. Like, right? Like, Fragger was like working like for animation studios and doing storyboards and stuff. It's like he could get that work done, right? Like, he could get timely work done working on an animation project. He could get time. He got that cover. He got that Youngblood cover to them on time. So fucking sit down and do your pages and get your fucking book out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you cannot call yourself a professional. You cannot call yourself a creator if you're not doing the thing that you told everyone that backed you were going to do. Right? Like, all this other shit, like, being a cover artist is a fucking waste of time. Right? Like, it's cool. Ooh, you did a cover for a book. Like, that, it's not meaningful. It doesn't fucking matter. Cover artists are just pinup artists. They're not storytellers. Right? And none of that shit is important. No one's going to remember, like, no one cares about Jeff Scott Campbell's, like, girl covers. They're cool, but everyone wishes he was drawing a fucking book. He's a good storyteller, right? Like, when you looked at Gen 13, when you looked at Danger Girl, when you looked at all his work, even Wildsiders, like, fucking fell off, but he was still a good storyteller. He still had good facial expressions. He still had good acting. He's still a good artist. And I don't care about his covers. It's boring to me. Sure, they're pretty, but I would rather read a story by him than look at covers by him, right? And it's the same with, like, Joe Mad or any of these guys. I just don't care about covers. They're meaningless. Like, they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, I don't know. It's just dumb. Like, and, like, here's the thing. Like, I've done like stuff for, like, sketch cards and mini posters and figure ball. None of that stuff was important to me. Right? Like, it was cool. Like, people loved them, whatever. People bought the cards. People bought the fucking books just for the mini poster. People bought the figures and stuff because I did the box art. I don't care about any of it. It's just side work that I got paid for. It's completely meaningless. And it's just like, sure. And it, like, that's the thing. If somebody asked me to do a cover, I'd do it. But I've turned down just as many. I just don't care about them. And so, like, it's like, to me, like, it's one of those things. Like, I would rather work on my own stuff than make, a couple $100 or whatever for a cover or whatever like that. And I make more on commissions. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, somebody's like, oh, design my character, or oh, draw this character for me, or whatever. I make more on commissions than I would make working in the industry on a fucking cover anyway. It's fucking ridiculous. Anytime I talk to anybody, they're like, oh, this is what cover rates are now. I'm like, what? Like, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, why? Why are you doing them? Like, and I've even seen like Dynamite cover rates and shit like that are like $200. Why do I want $200 for like way more than $200 worth of time and effort, right? Like, and because I color and like ink and do all my stuff, right? Like, so yeah, like $200 to do like a Dynamite Red Sonja or Vampirilla cover isn't enough for me. It's not worth my time. Like I would rather work on my own book, work on my own stuff, or do commissions or whatever, than get paid $200 and say I did a Red Sonja cover. Like, it just, it doesn't mean anything. It also doesn't mean, like, working at any of the big companies or doing the things doesn't mean what it used to. It doesn't have the same prestige, doesn't have the like same like, like you've made it. Like, it doesn't have the same like appeal like that you've hit the upper echelon. Like, I stopped caring about working at the big two like fucking 10, 15 years ago. Right? Like, when I seen like just how fucking meaningless and how like pointless it was, I was just like, I'm just gonna head down and create my own stuff. Right? Because in the long run, like that's what's more beneficial to me. It's like, somebody being like, oh, I did a Marvel card or I did a whatever. It's just a fucking not worth it anymore. It's like the prestige and the like, oh, I've made it, just doesn't feel like it's like even there anymore, And it's like, and if that's what you want to do, if like that's your thing, cool. But it's just, yeah. Like, yeah, and it's like, well, I feel bad. Like, there are some guys who had runs like on oh, what the hell's his name? Now I gotta look before I butcher his name. Bernard Chang. I was gonna say something else, but Bernard Chang. He's a great artist. I've seen him do a lot of work and stuff like that. And then I found out that he did like a big run on Green Lantern, and I'm like, oh, what a shame it is for a lot of these artists that in the last 10 years they worked on like Green Lantern or some of these books that everybody just ignored. Right? Like, these great artists. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, I consider, like, we have the golden age, you have the silver age, bronze age, all that kind of stuff. I consider, like, 2012, 2013 to, like, 2024 the stolen age of comics. Like, because, like, none of the canon mattered. Everything felt like fan fiction. And then even the guys who got in, who weren't a they, them, or a whatever, even the guys who got in and got in there, like a Bernard Chang, Sean Chen, any of these guys who were working and toiling on those books, nobody was fucking reading them, right? Like 100% just gone. And so, like, that to me is like, yeah, that's why I said like 23. I consider it, Buzz, the stolen age of comics. And because, like, what I mean? You had a bunch of like LARPers come in, a bunch of like people using it as a stepping stone, all that kind of stuff, right? And so, yeah, like, to me, that whole age, like, I just feel bad for a guy like Bernard Chang, because as a guy who is a huge fan of Green Lantern, I dipped right around that time, right? Like, I loved all the Rebirth, Blackest Night. It was fucking just, peak fucking work, right? Like, yeah, just great stuff. And there was just a lot of good stuff going on at DC and Marvel in the early 2000s to late 2000s. And then there was just this crazy drop off. And it's like, I just started hating comics and reading them around like 2012, 2013. And so I just dipped. Like, I completely dipped from the big two. And so to find out that like a lot of these guys that are really good artists toiled on this stuff that nobody read was just sad to me. Like, I was just like, oh man. And so, yeah, no, I do find it like really interesting, right? Like I do find the time, the whole bit, I do find it incredibly interesting, right? Um, and so, yeah, I don't know. I just shake my head at a lot of it. The Golden Shower Age, yeah, it's fucking terrible. Dollar bins are full of the books that nobody read or care. Well, it's true. Like, and like, I don't know. I just seen the way the books were going, and I just couldn't. I just wasn't enjoying them, so I stopped. I was just like, none of this stuff feels impactful. None of it feels important. And none of it looks that great. There were exceptions, obviously. Like there were guys doing good work, but it was for naught, right? And it was one of those kind of like light bulb moments, like for me, where I was just like, it just isn't worth it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so like, yeah, I was actively trying to work for the big two. I was actually actively trying to get my skills to that thing. And then one day I was just like, for what? Right? Like, why wouldn't I just do my own thing? Why would I waste my time on it? What's in the background? The show in the background is Sky Surfer Strike Force. It's a very 90s epitome of 90s like comic book cartoon action. It's very good, and the animation is actually really good. And a lot of the transforming sequences and all that kind of stuff. Black Star also very good. But yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. I just shake my head at all of it, and I'm glad I went the way I went. I wouldn't have wanted to get stuck or felt stuck working at like one of those companies, pumping out books, and none of it meaning anything. Right? Like none of it being fulfilling and none of it being enjoyable and none of the storylines mattering. Because like please, like somebody right now tell me about anything that is important or meaningful from 2013 on. That's like must read, right? That's like big two. Anything that's must read from Marvel or DC from 2013 to now. I would love to know. I would love to fucking know. Buzz, to answer your question, reviews of issue 3 and 4, I think I will do them next week. I'll do 3 and 4 next week, and wrap those up. I'll review the whole thing as long as he keeps doing them. It's got to be somewhat redeeming somewhere. Right? Like, maybe. Yeah. Right? Like, again, like seriously, Dale, must read. Right? Like, you can go before that, and there are tons of books that I can pick out and go, you need to read this. You need to read it. Right? And that's just missing. Like, there's just not that stuff that you're just like, wow, this was great. And this Youngblood definitely wasn't it, and that Dan Fraga cover isn't saving anything, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, even with Carrie Andrews, like, you put a Carrie Andrews cover on, like, it's like, you put 1% greatness on a book that's 99% shit, the cover's not saving it. 1% greatness can't save 99% shit, The new Warriors wasn't ever... Listen, internet gas, God. Well, here's the thing, Kirby. I do have a gaming channel, and I do stream on the gaming channel. Let me grab that. I'll put that in my links here, and then anybody who wants to sub and get notified Yeah, sub to my gaming channel there. That's my gaming channel, Bullet Ninja Hagelman. God, he's in the house. You don't just tiptoe like a mouse. That's what I fucking Jesus. I feel like I should be putting out little rap videos. Yo, you check my flow. Bullet Ninja Hagelman is in the house. You don't go tiptoe like a mouse. You gonna screenshot, you fools? Nah. Just dumb shit. I hate people. I just think people are dumb. But yeah. So, yeah, see, that's what we see, ninjas with attitudes. But anyway, yeah, game channel. I streamed Dreams for like 5 hours on the game channel last Sunday. I was gonna stream game stuff. Yeah, right. Superman did save Christmas. Yeah, and so the Dreams game was actually really cool, Kirby. The Dreams game is basically a game dev engine made by Media Molecule on the PS4, but you can play it on the PS5. And so people were making all these really cool, interesting games, and some terrible games, and some Totoro games, and a Superman game, and Spider-Man. It was an IP nightmare. There was some Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah. So, whenever I like my gaming channel, I've revived it. I haven't touched it for like 6 years. There was Godzilla. There was Godzilla Dreams. People made these Godzilla games. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, so I'm gonna game at least once a week on that channel just to chill and play something. It's a good excuse to kind of just chill and play a game. And then all my art stuff is going to be on this channel. And, I got more videos coming. I got gun dancing video coming. Stuff like that. Probably some very interesting manga videos and art books that I'm going to do. Because I was looking at some stuff and I was like, oh shit, I don't think anybody's seen that. And then my most recent video, the Masamune Shiro pile-up video, that was up there. And, and that's pretty cool, doing the e-manga stuff with the stuff on the CD-ROM and all that stuff. So, that's good. But yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff coming. And I did like going through this Youngblood stuff. It's weird, right? It gives me a sense of disappointment because, here's the thing, right? It might blow some of your guys' minds, but I'm actually a very positive person, right? And my disappointment is in missed potential, right? And so when I see people who have the potential to do good things and they piss it away, that to me is very frustrating. And it bums out my goodwill and my positivity because that missed potential is disappointing. When somebody like Rob has all the aces in his hands. He can work with anybody he wants to work with. He can make anything he wants to make. He can take however long he wants to take to do it. Right? So he could be putting out very polished, very well done, all that kind of stuff, right? Books, right? He could be making books that actually mean something instead of stuff that feels like 16-year-old fever dreams, right? Where some 6-year-old's like, oh, it'd be pretty cool if Xerxes punched him in the face and sent Badrock to the ocean. Do you know what I mean? None of it is interesting, right? And it doesn't, none of it feels impactful or important or like there are stakes to anything, right? Yeah, exactly, KSS. No, I hate to see people who, you know, and the more I look at that Fraga cover, that knee is fucking fucked up. Goddamn. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That knee is fucked. Anyway, but yeah, like I don't know. I legitimately like to see people do well, but I also have no sympathy for people who can't get out of their own way. Right? That's just it, right? Like that's my thing, right? Like I'm just like, "Oh, you have all the opportunities and you decide to squander them and piss them away." Well, that's a you problem. I don't need to feel sorry for you. But I can also lament your potential, right? Like I can also, be sad that like you didn't take the chances or you didn't man up, right? And do what you should have done, But that's just me. It's just how it is. Hey Rushbrook, what's going on? You got here late. You got here late. Rushbrook. I just re-arted and reviewed Youngblood 1 and 2. Kind of in the wrapping it up stage here. I am going to review issues 3 and 4 next week. Probably this same time. Probably around, the exact same time. Next Sunday, I think I'll do 3 and 4. They are what they are. They are Rob Liefeld books. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going nuts for the Brigade reveal. I don't know. Right? Like, I don't know. He just has, Rob has the potential to do cool stuff. Right? And he has the name to attract people to it. And he chooses to squander it. Right? Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't hate Terry Moore, right? Like, I just think that Terry Moore is ridiculous in thinking that at any point in his life, more people should know about or care about Strangers in Paradise than Sonic the Hedgehog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Terry Moore, good artist. Don't have a problem with him personally. I just think that part is kind of, you kind of like Rob's G.I. Joe Snake Eyes comics. All right, Dale. I see how it is. But yeah, I think I've been going for a hot fucking minute here. Let's see what we got happening. Oh yeah. We've been going for almost 3 hours. I think it's more than enough. You know what I mean? We've touched all the bases. I've said how stupid I thought people were. How much potential so many people have, and they choose not to live up to it. They choose to squander or piss it away, right? Like, Fraga the perfect example. Like, think about it. If Fraga could have got a book out a year every 2 years, and even if he dropped down to $100,000 per book from 3, you'd be laughing. If you could get out a 68 or 48 page book every year, every 2 years, and you were getting $100K, seems like you pissed it away, right? Like, now you're getting nothing. And you got a bunch of people pissed off at you. Doesn't sound like winning to me. Doesn't sound like winning. Right? You could be at millions by now if you were making 300,000 a pop every few years. Sad, I tell you. KSS, you asked Terry Moore why he thought Stranger in Paris would be bigger than Sonic. He said, "You say one stupid thing 20 years ago, and Jay won't let it go." Listen, it's not that I won't let it go, and it wasn't even 20 years ago, was it? I don't think it was that long ago. I don't, yeah, but regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, I just don't understand. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, and it's pretty clear to me that a lot of not just comic artists, but comic people live in a bubble, right? And they think that comics, like especially Western comics, are way more known and popular than they really are. Right? That's it. Like, you know, so like, if you're one of those guys rolling around and you're like, oh yeah, you know, Absolute Batman selling like, what was it? Like the combined total is like 3 million copies, like from issue 1 to issue 16 or something like that. They said they sold 2 or 3 million copies, right? In North America, maybe the UK or whatever, right? And then you pick up a book like Backy the Grappler, and it has sold over 100 million copies worldwide. And then you're trying to say that Batman selling a few million copies is something that people should give a fuck about, right? And like the quote unquote mainstream comic industry is more of a niche now than it ever was, right? And then so when you start getting into indies and underground and all that bullshit, it's just a niche within a niche within a niche, and it's like it's turtles all the way down, but they're getting smaller, right? And so it's ridiculous to think that like here's the thing, even Spawn, right? You know, like everyone made a big fucking deal about Spawn selling 1 million copies. And I would argue that Spawn never sold 1 million copies to 1 million people. Spawn likely sold 250,000 to 300,000 copies, like to people, and they all bought all these speculators bought, you know, 4 or 5 or 10 copies of Spawn #1 because it was Image and there was a speculator boom and all that kind of stuff. And so it's probably the reality is the buyers at the time was probably around 300,000 actual comic buyers, right? Not actually 1 million people reading Spawn, right? And I would argue to this day, 1 million individual people have likely not read Spawn, right? And that's kind of the problem inherently with mainstream American comics, is that people can tell you that they saw, like, you know, the Avengers movie or Captain America or whatever. Millions upon millions of people have seen that, but none of them have fucking read the comics. And then so to expect those people who know what the Spider-Man movie is and the Avengers and Hulk and stuff to know what fucking Witchblade is, or The Darkness, or Youngblood, or like fucking Pit. Nobody knows what they are. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, nobody fucking knows who any of those people are, knows what their books are. Like, the only thing that people know about Rob, the only thing that Rob has done that anybody knows about is Deadpool. And he didn't even make Deadpool what Deadpool is for it to be popular, right? Like, that's all I'm saying, right? Like, that to me is, I think it's the lie that people keep telling themselves about the industry, that it was always big, and it was big in the 90s. And it's just like, I just don't think there were ever 1 million people that read Spawn, right? Like that is my thesis, from the jump. And I just don't think it was ever a case that a million people exactly Kirby, what's Union? I hear he's an intergalactic cop, but who fucking knows, you know? But yeah, that's it, right? Like that's just how it is. I wish comics were more of a widely accepted art form for general audiences, but most people just assume they're for kids. And then everybody else on the planet is like, oh, but manga's pretty cool though, you know? And like people like, you know, around the world read manga, or even in Europe, like the bande dessinée books, like things like Black Sad or Cyber Six, or, you know, whatever, like Goldorak, etc., etc. All those books are like, you know, huge, right? Like, you know, Mobius, like, you know, all that stuff. Huge in Europe. Like people read comics in Europe, but not American comics, right? Like they're reading like stories about non-heroed people that go on adventures. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're reading all this cool stuff, and it just, there's more heart to it. It matters more, right? Like anybody could have died. Like Badrock died, and nobody would care, right? Like if somebody put a bullet through Shaft's head and walked away, no one would fucking care. No one would be like, oh my god, they killed Shaft? Holy shit. And Badrock is now the leader? Or whatever, right? Like no one, or Chapel or whatever. Right? Like no, but there are no stakes, and there's no emotion, and there's no like investment in any book that Rob has ever done, right? And like you would listen, Buzz, you wouldn't shed a tear. You wouldn't shed a tear if Supreme just walked up and scrushed Shaft's head. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Francine and Kashu. What about Darcy? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on, Snark? But yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. There's no emotional attachment. There's no arc for any of these characters, right? Like, by the time this Youngblood comic ends, I am not going to see Chapel go through it and come out of it a better person. I'm not going to see Shaft learn something important about himself, his family, his father. He's not going to lose an arm and be forced to, like, you know, fight, I don't know, Chapel's ghost, or like, you know, whatever. I don't know. Nothing's going to happen in it, right? Well, that's the thing. Like, all these books are pointless. They're just fucking nonsense. Lice of life. Damn, what's going on? But yeah, anyway, you know what it is. It's whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to me, these Youngblood books they're whatever. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be proud if this was mine. I wouldn't be proud. That's the worst thing I can say about it, right? Like, if I had put that out on the shelf, I couldn't be proud of it. That's just it. You know. Nice call. This is a milkshake cup from a milkshake thing. I use it for all my cold drinks because it stays cold. You know. So it's good. But yeah, with that said, without me being proud of anything that Rob has ever done, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we've reviewed issue 1 and 2. I will review 3 and 4 next time. And yeah, I hope they're better. I think Rob needs a writing assistant, but I think he also needs I don't know if he needs to like watch a movie where things happen and people care about the characters. Like, even when you watch like the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, right? Like, you care about what happens to Wade Wilson as a character. Do you know what I mean? Like it's that. Like there is like that's the thing. Like these guys have all these stupid quips and they do all this shit, but none of it fucking feels like anything. It's not emotionally impactful in any way. You know? Is what it is. But yeah. That's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed Re-Arted and reviewed Youngblood 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All right, everybody. We're gonna fly. You know? You know? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello, Zorak. Brax in the...
I am very attracted to you.
I can hurt you.
Oh, waka chicka wow.
I don't know, you and me are like Coke and icy. Coke and icy. Together, two and two, it will become yummy. Oh, so yummy. You want me, make you happy. I need you right now, hurt me. Love is okay, but not in a homo way. No homo. I know this sometimes, see, we do talk like a baby. Talk like baby. Finally, I know this, you love me like you love mommy. Love your mother. Coca cannot live, I see. Love you like sugar daddy. Motherfucker. Love is okay, but not in a homo way. I don't know, you and me are like Coke and icy. Coke and icy. Together, two and two, it will become yummy. Oh, so yummy. You want me, make you happy. I need you right now, hurt me. Love is okay, but not in a homo way. No homo. I know this sometimes, see, we do talk like a baby. Talk like baby. Finally, I know this, you love me like you love mommy. Love your mother. Coca cannot live, I see. Love you like sugar daddy. Motherfucker. Love is okay, but not in a homo way.
I am not that bad. I ain't got the Japanese. Maybe order some Chinese. To die.
Women.